Hello, family, friends, and community members. We are Wilburn and Associates, and we are here because we've been social distancing, and so we've been home by ourselves, and we haven't had much chance to chat with you. But I know that during this time, it's a time of a lot of social anxiety. It's a time where people are stressed out because they're working at home and that's a new environment for them. Children are with them 24/7 if they go to, or if they're school age, and then that may be a challenge trying to work as well as trying to homeschool your children as well. And then if you have family members or someone who's ill or someone who's working as an essential worker, then that can also be stressful. But we want you to know that we're here for you. And there's an African proverb that says it takes a whole village to raise a child, but it also takes a whole village to protect and watch over our community. And so each one of us has a part that we can play in terms of this COVID-19. We need to make sure that we are following the governor's guidelines. And if we don't have to be out, let's stay at home so that we can keep everyone safe. Let's remember to wear a mask, cover our faces, but make sure that we are doing so in such a way that it doesn't look like we're gang affiliated or anything like that. We also need to wash our hands, use hand sanitizers, make sure that we are being social distancing, 6 feet apart, all of those things, which are can be very, very challenging for us. But they are necessary. And I know a lot of us are concerned about the economy and not having enough funds. But we can make it. Together we can make it. And so please stay in touch and know that we will get through this, and there are definitely better days ahead.
Well, you mentioned the economy, and I just want you to know that, for the record, I'm not dying so that this country's economy can improve. My ancestors already did that, And what I mean by that is African Americans are really more at risk because of our health, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, some heart troubles, and the likes. And when you look at what's happening in especially major cities, African Americans are dying at an alarming rate, higher than any other. And so we can't fall for the okie doke when some of the states said we're going to open up, and we go running out there thinking that, okay, if others can make it, I can make it. The deck is stacked against you. Stay at home. Self-quarantine. Do some distancing, I know we want to get out there, and we don't know when that opportunity is going to come because we're all waiting. But wait, I got some data that I want to share with you. The state of Georgia just opened up, and the state of Georgia opened up barbershops, nail shops, things like that, and in the state of Georgia, 30%, African Americans are 30% of the population. They're 70% of the deaths, the coronavirus deaths in Georgia. 30% of the population, 70% of the deaths. And they just opened the state up. make you wonder, about this experiment that and these are mostly southern states that have opened up. But when you look at some of the major cities, along with the states, it's really not a good thing that's happening with African Americans, and I want to share that with you as well. There's Chicago, New York, New Orleans, all of which have disproportionate deaths in their cities. When you look at the states, Louisiana got 32% African American population, yet 70% of the coronavirus deaths are African American. Milwaukee County, Wisconsin, 26% population African American, 73% deaths from COVID-19. DC, Chocolate City, once upon a time anyway, 46% African American, 58% of the deaths are African Americans. Chicago, 32% population, 67% of the deaths from the virus are African American. Illinois, the state, 14% African American, 42% African American death. Michigan, 14% African American population, 41%. Now, when they open up these, I was reading where it said, guess who is open to do your hair, nails, and eyebrows? The funeral home. If you want an appointment, keep running around. That's interesting, because we've got to check ourselves. We can't get out here and we need to pay attention to those who are really giving you the facts, not their opinion and all that, but the facts, and follow the facts. Because young people, if you feel that you're young and you can handle this, look out for the people you go home to. You may feel vital, all that, and vigorous and everything, but you're going to come in contact with mom, grandmom, dad, granddad, or somebody, and give it to them. And they may not be in the shape you're in to handle it. And really, young people are leaving here too. So beware, and take care of yourself. It's important that you take care of yourself. Now, I know I was talking about African Americans because I'm an African American, and that's why we're home. We're home, and we want you to be safe too. But this is for everybody. Now, I've been looking at the people out there protesting, and they want to go open the state back up, and everything, and they're not wearing masks, and they're not wearing gloves, and they just running, and I'm saying that's okay. But for me, as for me and my house, we're going to stay in here. And we're going to try to live as long as we can, and then help others to live as best we can.
And even though the statistics sound pretty bleak, there's actually a brighter day ahead. But we have to do what's necessary to achieve that brighter day ahead.
Yes.
Can you give them a few verses of that song to cheer them up a little bit?
There's a brighter day ahead, for Jesus has said that if by him we be led, there'll be a brighter day ahead. There's a brighter day ahead. On the cross he bled. But if we trust him, he said, there'll be a brighter day ahead.
And thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Stay encouraged, because there definitely is a brighter day ahead.